Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I am finally sharing my Sephora VIB sale haul. These products actually arrived to me really quickly, but I've just had such a long line of things that I wanted to review and so many videos that I wanted to make that it took me a couple of extra weeks, but I really want to show you the things I decided to pick up, especially because I did a what's on my loves list video and I took a lot of your suggestions for what I should purchase. I also ended up specifically purchasing a couple things that were not on my loves list. So, you know, it's still going to be full of surprises in this haul. I'm wearing a few things that I purchased, so I'll show you application along the way. Let's start with some skincare essentials that I always stock up on during Sephora sales. I am just a huge fan of Laneige. I have very dry skin, and these are top of the top holy grail type of products for me. The Laneige Cream Skin Toner. I love this stuff. I go through this really quickly, so I picked up 2 this time. This is a more pricey product, but it's something that I feel like really makes a difference in my skincare routine. I know I'm gonna use these up, so this is a great purchase for me personally. Same goes for this lip glowy balm. I know I always talk about this. I always include this in my VIB sale recommendations videos. And you know, here I am, I'm taking my own advice. This is another product that I consistently used up. I've used up dozens of these lip glowy balms. This is my go-to keep in the purse, keep on the bedside table. I keep one on my desk. I love these. I probably should have got more than one, but I just ended up tossing one in the cart when I was purchasing my toners, and these are staple products for me. I definitely recommend stocking up on your staples before you splurge on a more fun but probably less used item. Even if this was the only stuff I picked up, I would be happy with my purchase, but don't worry, I got a lot more stuff. I did get a hair care product. We don't talk a lot about hair care on this channel. I don't really do much to my hair. I have naturally curly hair. I just let my curls fly free, but the last time I went to get my hair done, cut, and my color touched up, she basically begged me to get a deep conditioner and told me that my curls were suffering because they were so dry. Even though I don't use a lot of heat, I don't use a lot of hot tools, I don't often blow dry my hair, I definitely don't straighten it or anything, but I still had breakage because my hair was so dry. So I got this Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This was one of many products that she recommended to me, so I'm gonna check this out. I do have a Briogeo leave-in conditioner. It's like a spray conditioner that I really love. It smells so good, so I knew that I already enjoyed the brand, and that's why I picked up this mask. I've heard a lot of good things about this hair mask too, so I'm sure this will be a winner. Now I have one more thing that I can't swatch or apply for you. If you watched my What's on My Loves List video, you know I had a ton of fragrances and I got many opinions, which I appreciate because this is an area where I really feel like I need guidance. When it comes to makeup, I feel like I really know what I like. I know what I want. Probably similar with skincare, but when it comes to hair care and fragrance, I'm lost. I need all the help I can get. So I did pick up just one fragrance, even though I wanted a bunch. This is from Tom Ford, and this has been on my loves list for the longest time. Oh, well over a year, probably over 2 years. I love spicy, warm, musky type of scents, and this smells so good to me. It smells exactly like tobacco and vanilla. I know that probably doesn't sound good to everybody. A lot of people really hate that tobacco smoky smell. This is such an elegant version of that. I feel like I am in some beautiful mahogany paneled library by a fire. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not good at describing scents, but this smells so good to me. I love it. I love this little travel atomizer. I'm excited. I'm glad this is what I went with. Probably would have been excited if I had picked up a couple of other fragrances too, but I'm really happy with this purchase. Okay, let's move on to the makeup items now. I have 6 makeup items, 3 of which are eyeshadow palettes. I did go a little bit palette crazy, but I feel good about my purchases. So let's start with lips and cheeks. I have 1 lip product and 2 cheek products. I ended up with this Tarte cheek stain in the shade Exposed, and then the Dream Team set from Tower 28, which has a gloss and a cream blush. Let's start with this Tarte cheek stain. This one's priced at $30. I'm definitely glad that I got this on sale. I do, honestly, no shade to Tarte or anybody who loves this product. I do think this is pretty overpriced for what it is. Now, the color is really pretty. It applies beautifully. I was so surprised in a good way with how quickly and easily this went on. It looks great. It has a beautiful sheen on the cheeks. It took me really seconds to apply and blend out. But there are a few reasons why I say I think this is overpriced, despite the fact that it's a good product. The main complaint I have is I just don't like this packaging. First of all, I don't know if you can tell, but it's only full to like here. It does say that it has 14.2 grams of product, which is a lot, but it's only full to here. And the packaging, I dislike the packaging. The top screws off, but you don't twist up and then twist back down. You have to push the bottom like a push pop to dispense the product, and then you have to physically push it back down. It just feels like for my $30, I probably should have been able to twist up. But anyway, that's, maybe you don't care, maybe that seems petty, but I don't really love the packaging. My other cheek product is the cream blush that comes in this Dream Team set. It also has one of the lip jellies. These are both full-size Tower 28 products, the full-size lip jelly and a full-size cream blush. The lip product is the shade Pistachio. The cheek product is actually a lip and cheek tint, but I just use it on my cheeks, is in the shade Magic Hour. This set was $26 for 2 full-size products, so I really feel like I got a much better value versus the Tarte cheek tint. However, I have to say, I really like all of these products. I think they performed beautifully. When you see them swatched together, they're all really similar in color too, so I think they worked well together. So far, I'm happy with the performance of all of these products, but knowing what I know now, I probably would recommend the Dream Team little value set over the Tarte cheek tint. Now let's move on to the second half of my makeup haul, which are all eyeshadow palettes. This one is from Too Faced. It's the Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette. This one's priced at $52 US. When we look inside, it's a very, very similar style, similar layout to the Born This Way Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette, which I really, really like. That's really the main reason why I wanted to purchase this palette, and I will definitely be doing a video comparing the two. I think at first glance they look really similar. They look like, what, is that the same palette? But I do think this one has quite a few differences. Some that I like, some that I do not like. So I won't get too in-depth in my comparisons, but as you can see, the layout is really similar and they're both neutral palettes, you know? All the neutral palettes start to just look alike. Alright, the last 2 palettes in my Sephora haul I'm going to combine because I picked up the Melt Gemini and the new Gemini 2. These are both pretty expensive. They're $58 US each. Off the bat, I would say one of these for a $58 purchase is probably more worth it to me personally than this for a $52 purchase. I am a big fan of the Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow palette formula. Their Rust palette remains one of my all-time favorites. I think the packaging on these is so, so beautiful. I absolutely love how they captured the same feeling with the shades inside that they did with the cover art. And I think that's even more so for this Gemini 2 palette. This outer packaging is so beautiful. It's simple, but it still feels really special. And the shades inside coordinate beautifully. I am absolutely loving these two palettes. I love that they're different and it's not just the same image with different colors. Melt as a brand does a great job of putting an interesting spin on something without having to be so extra and over the top. And I feel like they are so intentional with their releases. Here are the shades from the two palettes laid out all together. I think this makes a beautiful, beautiful color story. The only thing I'm missing, I wish that the Gemini 2 had a pink shimmer. It just has these two shimmers, this deep rusty red and then a really gorgeous murky green. I wish one of these shades was a pink shimmer, but other than that, I love these color stories. I really like these together. I did use the Gemini palette to create the look that I'm wearing today. I wanted to go with this golden green mossy type of look. So I'm going to show you a really quick eyeshadow tutorial using this Gemini palette, and then I'll wrap up all my thoughts at the end. Overall, I'm really happy across the board with my entire Sephora haul. There are a couple things that I would recommend over others. Investing in staple skincare and hair care products is always a great idea. That's the #1 top thing that I would recommend dedicating your budget to. I'm glad that I splurged on a perfume, but instead of going crazy and trying a bunch of different fragrances and samplers and all that, I'm glad that I stuck to one that I know I've wanted for a really long time, because I'm sure that I will quickly use that up and really enjoy it along the way. While I'm not planning on returning any of my purchases for my makeup items, I do have some that I'm favoring more than others. I prefer this Tower 28 set, the Dream Team set, over the Tarte Cheek Stain. I prefer the Melt Gemini palettes over the new Too Faced Sunset Stripped palette. But I don't feel like I truly got any duds. There were just some things that interested me more than others. Let me know if you want to see dedicated videos on any of these things. I would love to do a video comparing the two Born This Way palettes, and I could absolutely do an in-depth swatch and review with the Gemini palettes as well. If you want to see brush swatches, if you want to see a look with the Gemini 2 palette, I would be very happy to do those as well. Let me know if any of those video ideas interest you, and I'll get to playing with some more palettes for you. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about these products. What did you purchase from the sale? Do we have any of the same favorites? What do you want to see more of? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Especially since I did a what's on my loves list. Okay, that was close to words. I know. It's fine. Whew, okay. Doing fine, doing good. Good. This runs, huh? What? Oh, I just stuck my whole fingernail right into that eyeshadow palette. Dang it. Classic Amanda. Everybody is allowed to have their say, and that's one of the best and worst things about social media. Whew. I got my little moon earrings. There's a little tiny star in the center. Aren't these cute? I thought they looked cute with my little neutral top. This cheek color is a little more subtle than I usually go for, but I love the finish. It looks so just like soft, glowing, natural. You could potentially from afar believe that this was just my skin and that I was just a little cute, flush, glowy little baby, which I'm not. But I like to pretend. I will tell you, this gloss has like no lasting power. Well, good point. We'll talk about it. I would disagree with that. Do you see what I live with? This is my office. I'm working in my office. Do you hear that? If you ever... Okay, so I just got my family to quiet down so that I can film, and my neighbors across the street just started jackhammering their front walkway. What? So if you hear that, that's what that is. I'm sure as soon as they're done, somebody else will start like weed whacking right outside. It's fine. I'm fine. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm fine. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Mainly trying to convince myself, but fine. Gemini palettes over the new it's a tough job, but somebody's gotta do it. Side note, I do see a lot of comments. I receive a lot of comments, and I also read a lot of other people's comments, and people really do think that palettes look alike that look nothing alike. I don't know if it's some sort of mind trick. It's probably that they don't have both of them to see them really together, and I don't know what it is, but people really are out here comparing palettes and saying, this looks exactly like such and such palette, when there is nary a shade similar between the two. So that's a strange phenomenon I've noticed. Now, obviously, if you said these two look exactly alike, I would not fault you for that. But I do see some pretty wild comparisons that couldn't explain to you why. Oh, I get so many spam calls. Do you get a lot of spam calls? I get a lot of spam calls. What do you do? I've heard that there's like services to stop them, but I just block them. Sometimes I get spam texts too. Spam texts. I don't get it. Sadly, I bet a lot of people don't know better and fall for it, and I just... Anyway, what do I know? I hope that you have a magical, wonderful day, and I hope that you don't get a lot of spam calls today. That's my hope for you. You know why? Because I love your face, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye!